Hey guys, it's me, the Nocturnal Gamer here, and sorry for the echoiness, it's a big room. It's been a while since I uploaded, and I hope to change that. I want to do a few more videos and tech reviews, especially because I love doing them. And today we're going to be reviewing the S9, which is a genius idea, because the S10 was just announced. Samsung, hit me up, you want to send me free products? Obviously I'm joking, but yeah, so we're going to review this today, and especially because today I'm recording, it's the 24th of December, but by the time I upload this it'll probably be a week or two away. And the sales after Christmas, I would definitely pick one of these up. I mean, already it's dropped to like £500 I think on Amazon, and it's a brilliant phone, and even the S8 is still really worth it. So yeah, I'm going to get into it. I'm not going to unbox this, I've already unboxed it, as you can see by this, which really annoyed me actually, because there's a sticker on here that I had to rip off to get the box open, and it ruined like a really beautiful box. The specs on the back say Super Speed Dual Pixel 12 megapixel OIS with a f1.5/f2.4 aperture, Super Slow Mo 8 megapixel autofocus selfie camera, stereo speakers tuned by AKG, IP68 water and dust resistant, which is brilliant. If I remember correctly, that means it's waterproof up to 30 meters for 30 minutes. I will put it on the screen somewhere. Iris scanner, 64GB memory and 4GB RAM, wireless charging, and earphones tuned by AKG. So I'm going to put the box aside here and get out some of the accessories that come in the box. Necessarily an accessory, it comes with a fast charger in the box, which is really good. Yeah, so even Apple don't supply one of those in the box. And I've found it does say that it takes like an hour and a half to charge, but typically it takes about maybe an hour to get up to like maybe 80% or so. I'll have like a little video timestamp about how long it actually takes. But it's brilliant because if you're on like 10% battery and you want to get up to, let's say, 40% in a rush because you've got to be somewhere, it's perfect for that. The next accessory which I really love is the headphones tuned by AKG. Again, let's hope my camera can autofocus on that. No, it can't. But yeah, tuned by AKG, trust. And these are really, well, I say really good. They're good for for inbox headphones, and they have inline control, so you got your pause, your volume up, your volume down. I've had phone calls with these and people have said there's no like lag or anything. I don't sound weird or tinny or anything like that. So that's pretty good. So the mic on these is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, obviously not a lot of bass, not a lot of mids or highs, I guess, but yeah, good headphones for inbox headphones. A weird thing I've counted accessory as well are the replaceable ear rubber bits, which sounds weird, but it's brilliant because it really does suit every ear then, which is really helpful for people who have smaller ears, I guess. The next accessory is this, which is a micro USB to USB Type-C, which it's brilliant. There is another one that was normally USB to USB Type-C, but I did lose it because I didn't really need it, if that makes sense. And it's brilliant because it means that you can transfer all your data from your old phone into your new Samsung device, which is brilliant, and I really feel like all the phone companies should be able to do this. I know for a fact Apple doesn't. I'm not quite sure about some of the other brands because I haven't had much experience with the other brands, but as far as I know, the OnePlus 5T doesn't have one included, the iPhone 10 doesn't have one included, and it's just a nice little, yeah, it's just like, people do transfer using data, cables and stuff still. I mean, I know a lot of people say, well, just use the cloud, but for those who don't really want to shell out for the cloud and the effort it takes to go from the Apple cloud to the Samsung device, it just makes more sense, and it's pretty quick, it's pretty easy, it's brilliant. Now onto the device itself, which, can I just say, this is the most gorgeous looking phone I've ever used. It's got a glass back on it, which enables the wireless charging. It has this gorgeous curved screen on it, and the screen is an edge-to-edge 5.8-inch Quad HD plus Super AMOLED Infinity display, as stated by Samsung themselves. All I know is this is a gorgeous phone. Honestly, watching videos on it and movies and Netflix and everything, it's gorgeous and it's brilliant. And the fingerprint unlock is really quick. Sorry guys, while editing this video I realised that, okay, this is like my third version of the cut. So what I do is I cut it all together, render it, then add all in the effects, render it, then add the music in, then render it, then upload it. It's a whole ordeal. But what I realised is that somewhere in the edit, after like each cut, there's like a little dip in the volume. I'm sorry about that. I can't sort that out. But also, I wanted to mention the speakers on these things are brilliant. And I'll put the next clip in, me using them. So, back to the video. I've had this in my pocket before, and I've put my finger on the scanner because it's just perfectly placed for that. And by the time I've pulled it out, it's already on. It's brilliant. Unfortunately, the back is a bit of a fingerprint magnet. I don't like that because it just doesn't look nice, does it? Yeah, so that's what the outside of the phone looks like. And by the way, they have an audio jack. Brilliant. People still use the audio jack. I don't understand why all phone companies are starting to decide to drop them now, because they're still used by a lot of people, and it just doesn't make sense to transition to Bluetooth yet. It's not the time. When people are ready, because I mean, yeah, Bluetooth devices are everywhere. Hell, I have a set of Bluetooth headphones and speakers, but it doesn't mean that I'm ready to transition away from having an audio jack. USB Type-C, charging port, you know, the usual. Brilliant expandable storage. I have a 128 gig micro SSD in here, and it's brilliant. It's snappy, it's quick. You can transfer stuff over really quickly. So for example, I have a bunch of songs downloaded on Spotify. All I need to do is there's literally a setting. It transfers to the SD card. Done. Literally, it's so quick, so easy. It's brilliant. I love this phone to pieces. I know I'm going to keep saying that throughout this review, I guess. But yeah, it's brilliant. I love it. Now getting into the camera is amazing. It can shoot up to 4K, 60 frames per second, and it does it really nicely. It depends what light it is, because if it's quite dark you'll get a lot of noise, but it's really easy to change the settings. You can go down to even 720p, full HD, I mean HD. And it's brilliant. It's so versatile, the inbuilt camera app. You have auto, which works perfectly if you just want to snap a couple of pictures or just record automatically, not automatically, but on automatic settings. And you can boost it up to 4K, the camera, but you have to go into settings for that. It's not that difficult to find though. There's also selective focus, which is really great because with a lot of Instagrammers out there using their phones now for pictures, and you know, they want a better aperture, I think is the term, then this is a brilliant mode for it. There's also the pro mode if you are a bit more photographer geek. A bit like me, I am like halfway between photographer geek and still a newbie. It's great. You've got your ISO settings, you've got your aperture settings, which the variable aperture is great, and I love the fact that it actually does change it in here. There's autofocus and your white balance settings, and it's great. Also, it has stabilization built in, so you can literally see in the camera if you like hold it still, like if you look at it long enough and you kind of move the phone around, you can see the camera staying still. It's brilliant. It works so well. I love it. Next you have panorama, which if you've had an iPhone maybe or a couple of other phones that have it, you'll know what it is. You just take a picture and you slide it across like that. Works well. It works great. You know, it's a panorama mode. Food mode is quite cool as well. It's again kind of like blurry background, and it's just like kind of like a circle of like, you know, in focus. You also have super slow-mo, which is great. It works at 960 frames per second. It's at 720p, and unless you're in a bright place, the image is noisy. So really, it's only for like really cool stuff. I say really cool stuff, like you can use it for anything else, but it can be a bit irritating. But at the same time, 960 frames per second, you can't really argue with that. AR emoji, I don't see the point of. I'm not an AR emoji guy. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Personally, I guess I'm a bit of a young fogey. I don't like it. It's a bit pointless in my opinion, and to be fair, Apple does something similar and they do it a bit better in my opinion, and I hate Apple, but they do it a bit better. You also have hyperlapse, which is time lapse, which works brilliant, it's great. So then you have slow-mo mode, which I'm pretty sure shoots at 248 frames per second. I couldn't find any confirmation. If I went on the Samsung website, I probably would, but it's by the by. You don't really need to know the frames. It's still really good. It's locked at 1080p, better than super slow mo. And then you have sports mode, which it kind of just says what it kind of does what it says on the tin there, really. And the camera's brilliant. Honestly, the camera on it's great. I could honestly see somebody making a full-length film using just one of these or a couple of these, which is an idea I have had. So if you want to see that, tell me in the comments below. Yeah, as you can notice, I have a Legend of Zelda background on it, and this phone is I can't rave about it enough. Honestly, if you're looking for a new phone, definitely get this. Obviously the glass back is a bit sketchy, which is why I bought this case. I mean, it's not like a full cover case, it literally just covers the back, but I like the fact that my phone's sleek and I don't want to lose that, and this definitely keeps it very sleek, and it grips it a lot better because it's got a very grippy back. Yeah, so honestly I would recommend this case, which is the case is the Taurus Samsung Galaxy S9 Slim Fit Matte Finish. I'll put the link down below. It's pretty good and it's only tenner. I mean, I have to admit I've dropped this probably about 3 or 4 times, and it still survived. So the phone is, I wouldn't say rugged, but yeah, if you're careful there and you have a case on it, because the back glass is probably the most scary, easily broken thing. Yeah, so this phone is brilliant. A lot of people say the battery life isn't great, and I mean it's not the best on the market, but if you're like me, I mean I don't use it constantly, I use it quite a bit, but this will last me a full day, and by the end of the day I might even have like 30% charge left. It's a great phone, the battery life is pretty good, and honestly, if you can, I would recommend buying this phone, or even the S8. The S10 coming out, I would do a review on it if I could, but like I said, I just got this phone a couple of months ago, and I cannot afford, what is it, the $800, I think the leak said, the $800 premium for that. That is a big thing, the price is quite a lot, but especially when you compare to iPhone, it's pretty damn good. So I would review the S10 if I could. Samsung, hit me up. But no, for now, this is a brilliant phone. It's gorgeous, and if I'm honest, from what I've seen of the S10, this is a better looking phone. Shh, don't tell anybody. Honestly, I don't understand the whole notch argument for for more screen real estate. It's basically bezel-less. I don't notice the bezels whatsoever. In fact, sometimes I do accidentally misclick when I'm holding the phone, like in portrait mode when I'm watching a video, because of how massive the screen is. This is the S9, so not the S9 Plus, and for me, I have tiny hands, and this is pretty damn big. I mean, I have to kind of stretch to get use of the full screen real estate, which is a weird complaint to have. It's not even a complaint, I love it. It's brilliant for watching films on. Only weird thing is the aspect ratio is a bit off, so when you're watching YouTube videos, it'll be like 2 bars at the side. I don't notice it at all. And if you want, you can zoom in. Obviously, you lose a bit of the image, but honestly, even the black bars, I haven't noticed. And a lot of films and YouTubers are switching over to the wider screen format now because of screens like this, and for monitors and 4K monitors and the like. They get very loud too. So I hope my microphone can pick that up. They're really good, to be fair. Obviously, still a phone speaker, but the bass is good on them. And I just realised again, my video software, it's Movie Maker, you all know what this is. And by the way, ignore that. Yeah, what I've realised is that when I rendered it all out, it cut out a little bit off the end here. Basically, what I wanted to say is they use stereo sound, so they use the earpiece as well as the bottom speaker. It's really good. It's brilliant. Right, back to video. So yeah, if you like this video, I know a lot of people watching are people I know, and people who are gonna take the piss out of me for this content. It's fine. I really like making these types of things, and I hope you enjoy watching them. I'm gonna try and make some more, hopefully. So yeah, keep an eye out for those, and hopefully I keep saying hopefully, I want to be making more videos in the future, and I'm saving up for a laptop, which means I can record my PS4 in better quality and all that jazz, because I did get a capture card, but my computer at the moment is so damn bad that the video comes out all laggy, and it's a mess, it's a nightmare. If you saw my Spider-Man PS4 series, that's one of the main reasons why I didn't keep it going daily, was because of my laptop. And I just realised that my camera's been focusing on my microphone. Sorry about that. But yeah, if you like this video, hit the like button, and I don't know, we'll go from here and see what this channel becomes. I hope it still stays gaming and tech, because those are like two of my favourite things of all time. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a bit, mates.